All right, so thanks, Nick, for submitting this next question here. This one is, how accurate are the suggested bids in the dashboard? So in other words, when you are in Ad Console and you're creating a new campaign, and let's say you're doing a sponsored product manual campaign targeting keywords, then Amazon will typically come back and say, hey, here's a suggested bid for the keywords you're adding. Or if you've already added them, it'll say a suggested bid, low suggested bid, high suggested bid, and then, or actually said low bid, high bid, and then the suggested bid in the middle. Generally, what Amazon is trying to tell you there by that is that you have competitors who are willing to bid, generally as low as this amount and still get their ad to show. Or they're willing to bid as high as and getting their ad to show, of course. And so they recommend that you're somewhere in between if you want your ad to show, right? So generally this, because of the testing that I've done on this, what we found within Canopy Management, of course, is that because I head up the research and development, so we love doing these kinds of tests, is we found that the suggested bid pretty much only changes on match type, which is fascinating because you could literally have two competing brands with two completely different accounts, two completely different products. They're targeting the same keyword. The suggested bid will be the same, even with things like placement adjustments or bidding strategies. Usually the only thing that changes is when it is exact match versus phrase match versus broad match. And then you get, then it's going to change based off how much competition is also trying to go after the exact same combination that you are. So I would say use it as a guideline. Generally what you want to know for sure is what is your product's break-even bid. You can calculate that. Break-even bid, the way we calculate it is we take the break-even ACoS percentage, which is generally the net margin percentage for our product. We multiply that times the conversion rate. Now, there's two different conversion rates, of course. You could use the unit session percentage, the overall conversion rate that's in your business report, or you can use the advertised average conversion rate, the orders divided by clicks across all your campaigns and keywords that are running for this specific product. That could be your advertised conversion rate. And then we multiply that times the price of the product. So kind of recap that. Break-even bid is the break-even ACoS percentage multiplied times your conversion rate percentage for that product, multiplied times the price of the dollar price of that product. That will give you a rough estimate as far as what your break-even bid is. Now, each keyword, each ad type is going to vary as far as conversion rate. Click-through rate, conversion rate, of course, will affect how profitable it is. So it is more of a guideline than a flat rule. But at least it tells you, is your break-even bid even within range of a suggested bid range of a keyword where your ads are actually going to show for it. Something certainly to consider. I would also make sure that you put in some kind of a cap, your own rule, not a budget cap, but your own rule. Say like, I'm never bidding over $3.50, for instance, because some keywords you'll find will be $15, $20, $50, so you obviously don't want to just set it, let Amazon just set, go ahead and set whatever you want. Make sure you're checking for those kinds of things, in case you get some hyper competitive keyword that you happen to be targeting on a brand new product. That could be devastating because you could have a very low conversion rate, and yet you're paying a high dollar for the clicks. So again, the suggested bid range is a guideline. Back it up with a little bit of science if you already know as far as how to calculate your break-even bid, and use that in order to estimate as far as how aggressive you can be and where to pick your battles, where to back off on certain keywords and where to go more aggressive on keywords. Hope that helps.